Wait. Oh, it's tough, you know, because I was like, well, if the Order survived, that would mean maybe Palpatine got killed. Do you know what I'm saying? So
it could be killed. It could be on the run. It could be that it doesn't have the Empire doesn't exist.
Oh, it's mad. It's
You
mad. It's
the
mad.
Empire definitely doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Vader might not exist.
I feel like Vader kind of has to exist because even if
not necessarily.
We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing back, bro. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer! Run that thing back. Nah, man, stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
we are live, guys. I'm Joe, one further the Cyber Nerds.
Revenue GS.
And today, we've got a brand new episode of Sith Temple, requested straight from the Sith Academy. Today's video is what if Order 66 failed? Now, don't fail our channel by not subscribing. Do you know what I'm saying? Can you do that, please? There's a subscribe button. Use your force abilities, your bounty hunter weaponry, and hit that button. Thank you. Appreciated. Now, what are your first thoughts on what if Order 66 failed?
We would be stuck in a matrix.
Would we?
We would be.
Okay.
We
All right.
would be.
Let me add some context. All right. It failed. The full purge of the Jedi account of Order failed. But I feel like we must have murked like 50% of them.
Yeah.
Do you still think Anakin goes back? See, I feel like there's a universe where Order 66 as a whole could fail, but Anakin still turn to Vader.
I mean, he's part of Order 66, so obviously, like you're saying, 50% of things happen. Him murking the younglings.
Yeah.
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 But then, like, the
council are still in control.
It's still gonna be there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, still in
the
the
whole
Matrix.
Matrix and stuff like that. So, a lot of things would be different.
So what? So wait. Oh, it's tough, you know, because I was like, well, if the Order survived, that would mean maybe Palpatine got killed. Do you know what I'm saying? So
it could be killed. It could be on the run. It could be that it doesn't have the Empire doesn't exist.
Oh, it's mad. It's
You know what I'm
mad.
saying?
It's
The
mad.
Empire definitely doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Vader might not exist.
I feel like Vader kind of has to exist because even if
Not necessarily. Anakin can become someone else. Like, see, what I would assume what would happen to Anakin is the level of frustrations would go even more.
and this is what I'm saying,
But
Vader. For me, that's inevitable that he's turning.
Yeah, but no, he's already turned. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
That's part of the beginning of
Yeah.
Order 66.
Yeah.
But we don't get blacked out Vader.
No, we wouldn't. No. I wasn't.
You get
Anakin as Vader.
Anakin
No, that's what
as
I was.
Vader,
That's
you
what
know
I
what I
was.
mean?
That's what I was meaning.
Where his frustrations
Yeah.
rages even more.
Yeah.
And that has a physical effect on him because of the Force. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, eyes red.
Yeah.
Skin completely changes. Do you know what I'm saying? He might even go like a bit more pale.
That's
like,
what I was
he
meaning.
He might lose his hair. Do you know what I mean? So this is where Anakin would, you know what I mean? So,
That's what I was meaning. When I was saying we'd still get Vader, I mean like Anakin's still going to the dark side. But I do think that whole Vader suit stuff, the battle with Obi-Wan, that probably doesn't happen.
And without having that, you don't have the backstories of this Vader guy, you know, that everybody's so scared of, you know what I mean, that pilots have heard, but once they encounter them, it's like, oh, it's too late yet.
Yeah,
The
he
stories are...
He might just be the fallen Jedi Anakin. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know
Like,
what
he'll
I
be
mean? Like-
But you're getting me gassed, bruv. Let's dive into this thing, bruv. Getting me gassed.
You asked the question.
I know,
innit?
you're getting me gassed, you're getting me gassed.
As we know, Order 66 was the order given by Emperor Palpatine just after the death of Mace Windu, and the transformation of Anakin into Darth Vader. The order was programmed into the clones' heads by way of an inhibitor chip, which controlled their minds to take out the Jedi and serve the Chancellor. The rest of the events that led from this are what we know today. But what if we go into another timeline, an alternate universe, and one that I think makes much more sense in some ways? What if Order 66 failed? Jedi have decades of training, mastering the Force above all else. Their first and foremost abilities were to be able to sense their surroundings and feel any threats, such as when Anakin and Obi-Wan could even feel the Kuhans that attempted to poison Padme. The Jedi not being able to sense the complete 180 turn of the clones, raising their guns at them and firing, would have been enough of a shift in the Force, just as Yoda had felt, in order for them to escape or to have an advantage to fight back harder. The Jedi Temple events, however, would continue to play out the way they did, as Anakin was too powerful for any Jedi in the Temple. He would then go to Mustafar as ordered, while the rest of the clones would continue to take out the Jedi, slowly being killed one by one by more advancing Jedi. Plo Koon would still be alive, so would Sakura, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Sindralig, and the list goes on. Of course, not every Jedi would live. The clones were a formidable force. However, the more powerful and more Force-attuned ones would sense the matter immediately. After Anakin was ordered to Mustafar by Palpatine, Yoda would meet Obi-Wan at the raided Jedi Temple, and they would send a beacon out to all of the survivors of Order 66, where we would essentially see almost the entire Jedi Council returning, with the exception of Anakin Skywalker, of course, who is now Darth Vader. We have to remember this doesn't give Palpatine enough time to leave the city, as all of these events took only a few hours at the most to execute. He wouldn't have heard back from the commanders because, 1, they'd all be dead, and 2, he'd assumed they were all still carrying out orders. Yoda would send Obi-Wan and Plo Koon to Mustafar to seize and capture Anakin to be tried in the Galactic Court, while he would take Ki-Adi-Mundi, Sindralig, and Aayla Secura to confront the Emperor, while the remaining Jedi would dissipate to hunt down as many clones as they could. After telling Padme about what Anakin has done, he and Plo would sneak onto her ship until they landed on the fiery planet. Yoda and the Masters would fly to the Chancellor's office in Coruscant to once and for all bring an end to the Sith Lord who had been right under their very noses for so many years. As Padme's ship landed, she stepped out to meet Anakin when he looked up to see Obi-Wan and Plo Koon standing in the opening of the ship's extended plank. Their silhouettes almost godlike as the light cast a shadow illuminating their outline, embossed in the red blaze of the red bubbling lava. Anakin yelled at Padme, choking her, until Plo, who was much more quick to stop this than Obi-Wan, jumped in the air and shot Force Judgment onto Anakin. This was Plo's equivalent to Sith Force Lightning. However not as powerful, it still hurt Anakin enough to stop his attack on Padme. As he let go, she stumbled backwards and ran up to Obi-Wan. This angered Vader even more. The betrayal he felt was compounded only with hatred he couldn't even compare to the heat of the planet's melting core. As he ignited his lightsaber in unison to Obi-Wan and Plo, the battle began. Sidious frowned at Yoda as he watched his royal red guards fall to the floor. Yoda and the 3 Jedi Masters entered his office, all igniting their lightsabers. Palpatine tried to escape, knowing he was no match for 3 Masters and Grand Master Yoda. With no exit strategy, he turned to face them, telling Yoda, "Your arrogance blinds you, Master Yoda," and ignited his lightsaber. He attempted the same strategy as he had with Mace and his legions of Masters, thrusting his saber into Sakura's heart as she laid on the floor motionless. His speed was far too ferocious for them. Yoda jumped off the wall and flipped to block Palpatine's attack on Ki-Adi-Mundi, who went to strike Palpatine's head but missed and got paralyzed by a jolt of Force lightning. As he withered on the floor, Yoda watched as Drelig's head rolled next to him. He was astounded by Palpatine's speed and precision, swinging as fast as he could and blocking just as hard. The two were evenly matched, as Yoda sent Palpatine flying back with a strong Force push, using this time to run to Ki-Adi, who started to regain his consciousness once again. Helping him up, the 2 Jedi Masters ran towards Sidious. Anakin and Obi-Wan exchanged immense hits while Plo attacked when he could. His lightsaber abilities were amazing, but he was not on the same level as Anakin here. As they continued to fight down the corridor and into the station, Anakin could feel himself being cornered by the 2 Jedi Masters, Obi-Wan from the left and Plo from the right. Anakin was boxed in. Front flipping over Plo Koon, he landed attempting to strike him. However, he was stopped by Obi-Wan. When Plo used this advantage to shoot the most powerful amount of Force judgment onto Anakin as he possibly could, Skywalker dropped to the ground, shrieking in agony as yellow thunderbolts crawled up his face, body, and bones like spiders with daggers for legs. Kenobi and Kun stepped over him, lightsabers an inch from his skull. They unanimously announced, "In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you are under arrest." Palpatine had to decide quickly which Jedi he would advance to as Ki-Adi-Mundi and Yoda rushed him. He knew Yoda was far more powerful, so he decided to take out the weaker opponent first, that being Mundi. This is what Yoda anticipated. Quickly running up to Palpatine and flipping over him, Palpatine became confused and blocked Ki-Adi's attack, then turned to block Yoda's when he was cut in half by the Grand Master. Laying on the floor, unable to move, his fate had taken the same turn of events as his apprentice, Darth Maul. With Obi-Wan and Plo returning to the temple as Anakin sat in the back of the ship, cuffed at the hands and feet, they went to the Chancellor's office as they saw lights flashing from within the windows. Meeting Yoda at the docking bay, he and Ki-Adi boarded the ship to take Padme to a droid crew to deliver her unborn children. Anakin would remain restrained as his yellow eyes stared in hatred at the Jedi Masters who tried to figure out what to do with him. Banishing him from the Council and the Temple, stripping him of his Jedi status, the Galactic Senate appointed Bail Organa as Chancellor and moved to sentence Anakin to spend an eternity in prison. Once the security footage of the massacres at the Temple, including the slaughter of the younglings, were presented, Padme would survive, and her children, Luke and Leia, would be trained from infancy in the Jedi Temple with Yoda, Obi-Wan, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Plo Koon, and subordinate Jedi who had survived as well. The galaxy would live in peace and harmony, with two new Skywalkers eventually growing up to carry on the Jedi way. Until Anakin would be freed from jail by the hands of Jar Jar. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to do a part 2 where Anakin somehow gets out of jail. The Jar Jar part was of course a joke, but if you'd like to see that, let me know down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this new style of making fanfictions. This is actually an older fanfiction, one of my oldest ones, done in December of 2016. So back when the channel wasn't even 4 months old or so. So forgive me if the story is a little bit weird, but you know, it's a relic in time, that's for sure. It's an artifact. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this style. I will see you in the next one. And until then, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends, remember, the Force will be with you, always.
Shout out to man like Star Wars Theory.
Yeah. Couple of issues with this though.
Just got a couple.
Couple of issues with this.
Go on.
I just don't see certain things happening the way they would explain. Like,
Vader ain't getting caught, bro.
that's what I'm saying. No way. Not for the amount of hate.
Yeah, he's
Anakin
dying
has-
He's dying there.
Yeah, man.
He's dying there, bro.
We're going all out.
Yeah,
like,
fam,
what are we talking about here?
That's
You know
not
what I
getting
mean?
caught.
Like, it's It's
He
just
ain't
one of
getting
those things that you can't dismiss here. Like,
Bro.
if we go back to Revenge of the Sith, when Obi-Wan's telling, yo, fam, don't jump. I got the upper hand here.
Exactly.
Like,
He
he's
don't-
not care. He's got too much self-belief. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's going, like, he even tells Padme, listen, once I get
It's
this
me.
power,
It is me.
I'm running this thing. Yeah, like this man, you know what I'm saying? Palpatine gave me the platform, but even I'm getting rid of him.
Fam.
So there's no way I'm
man ain't
in prison.
Man ain't getting caught, fam.
Listen, that's not running. That's not running.
Man is dying there on Mustafa,
Yeah.
or he's beating them two. That's
and
it's
listen,
one or
and
the
when
other.
he's dying, he's taking someone with him.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
taking someone with him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I would say he's taking. He might even take Thing with him.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
I feel like he could get Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan trying to save the other brother.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like,
But then the other brother then
So,
finishes
yeah,
him off.
yeah,
Do you know what I
bruv,
mean?
like, bruv,
that
but-
would be the scenario here.
catching,
Or not even that, even Padme.
bruv.
Do you
Yeah,
know what
so
I
I'm
mean?
like,
Because
bruv.
she said, yo, I'm not going back to this.
See, the best way, if you wanted to capture Anakin, Padme has got to be instrumental in that.
Like, you just got
Obi-Wan's
rid of her.
got to be dead to rights, and she's got to slide in front of a lightsaber and be like, Anakin don't do it and something like.
And then maybe he chops her off and then they get Anakin.
Exactly, like, bro.
But the fact that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
completely removed her after a Plo Koon say,
Yeah.
come on, that's not.
Yeah, it's not gonna run.
It's not gonna run.
It's not gonna run.
Especially that's not who she is anyway.
Fam.
She
Down
ran
to the express.
No way.
Bro, she
no
ran
way,
and
that's
got
not
a
who she is,
strap
bro.
and said, Anakin, I'll handle this, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
Let's
Padme,
do this.
innit? That's Padme.
So
innit?
I don't know where. Do you know what I mean? That's Princess Leia's mom.
To be honest, the same way about that is the kind of the same way I feel about Sidious, bruv. Like, everyone knows in that scenario when he's standing in front of Yoda and the other brother that he's gonna go for the other brother.
He's
so
too cunning.
So
for
then that makes me think that he would either not do that or do that, knowing Yoda, like, bruv, like,
And Yoda chopping him off.
fam. I'm not feeling. I just
No
don't.
way.
I don't feel the way them two went out, fam. I don't believe that.
No.
Anakin's not being in prison.
No. Like this whole thing about Order 66 failing is stopping Palpatine from running
The universe.
the universe. That's it. That
That's-
doesn't mean now you have to
Capture and kill,
capture.
man. Yes.
No
yes.
way.
Yes,
Do
yes.
you know
yes.
what I mean? That's it's
No. You're doing the thing. You're doing the thing.
Bruv,
You're doing the
like,
thing.
it's
I feel like that's simple, but do you know what? It's like obviously, like I feel like this is, like obviously, man is a Jedi, bruv, and this is just a happy ending for the Jedi, bruv.
Yeah, like,
you get me? Which I feel like is just.
Matrix.
Yeah, fam, it's just not there, bruv. Like, we're going to continue this corrupt system with the chosen one's kids, and they're going to then perpetuate the corrupt system, fam. Like the movies show you the system's bad. Like, if you're going to do something where Order 66 fails, Order 66 still has to break the ties and boundaries that had the Jedi as peacekeepers
Yeah.
warmongering.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm
Like-
saying?
like-
That there's got to be another victory out of this somewhere.
And you know what? Like even to give an example, like let's use Thanos.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Bang.
Like
Bang.
it changes everything.
Bang!
It changes everything. So you can't just go back to the old normal. Like no way, bro.
Not feeling that. Not feeling that.
No, no.
But it was a banging video. Like I love
Absolutely.
the way it's put together. All of that. I think it's tough, bruv. Definitely, man should do some more, fam.
and definitely explores the other timeline. Do you know?
Another timeline. Yeah.
Which I think is important in Star Wars. Do you know? Because then that could also help shift some of the conversation and some of the thinking for the next projects. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, banging thing.
Listen, guys, I'm gonna give we're giving the Academy an A today for sure.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for the request, bro.
yes.
Not for the.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, that's not on them.
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Like I feel like this was a super legit lesson, a super legit thing to do some Elseworld Star Wars. Like I feel like that's a whole new thing in it. So shout out to everyone in the Academy. Appreciate you guys. Guys, I feel like there's one more space on Patreon. There's a couple more spaces on the YouTube membership if you want to jump into the Sith Academy and request what we watch here on the Sith Temple. Other than that, I'm Joe, one further the Cyber Nerds.
Revenue GS.
And we'll see you next week.
Don't forget the Mandalorian's coming back. So you want to be part of this thing, bruv. You want to be part of it.